Let me start with a question I hear constantly out there right now, usually spoken by senior leaders as they leave a meeting and they're feeling overwhelmed. The words they speak are typically around, I feel like I'm the only one in the room who doesn't fully understand what's happening, especially with AI. And I'm terrified someone's going to notice. If that lands for you, I want you to hear something clearly. You are not alone, and your discomfort is not a weakness. It is your leadership instincts doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And I'm going to prove that to you over the next few minutes. I'm Carla Taylor, founder of Make the Most of Today. Empower is a framework I've built for executives who need to lead confidently in a world they don't need to be a technical expert in. Your discomfort with AI is not ignorance. It's not falling behind. It's not evidence that you're the wrong person for the room you're in. For decades, your job has been to make judgments about what is real versus what is hype. To ask the question nobody else in the room is willing to ask. To slow things down when everyone else is rushing towards a shiny new thing. To protect your organisation, to make it sustainable through decisions that are made from wisdom rather than excitement. And now, right now, the entire business world is in a state of genuine excitement and in some cases genuine panic about AI. In the middle of that noise, your instinct that something doesn't add up, that's not a problem, that's an asset. The Empower framework is built to turn that instinct into authority. Step 1 is examine the landscape honestly, which means giving you the data your colleagues and vendors are not putting front and centre. Between 70 and 84% of digital transformation initiatives fail to achieve their intended outcomes. Between 70 and 84%. Not because the technology didn't work, because behaviour didn't change, because culture wasn't addressed, because the humans weren't brought along. I call what's happening in most organisations right now the digital mirage. Organisations are purchasing platforms, deploying dashboards, hiring chief digital officers. Whoever thought? And in organisation after organisation, leaders are drowning in data and starving for clarity. Your instinct that something isn't adding up is correct, and that makes you exactly the kind of leader this moment needs. Step 2 is map your irreplaceable value. And this is where most of the anxiety about AI starts to dissolve because we get specific. AI cannot navigate the unspoken dynamics in a boardroom. It cannot sense the team morale underneath the meeting agenda. It cannot hold tension without forcing resolution or make the hard call when the data is incomplete and the stakes are high and someone has to decide and own it. It cannot read a room. It cannot build trust. It cannot replace the judgment formed over decades of leadership in the real world. AI wasn't designed for that. AI amplifies good judgment. The organisations that benefit most from AI are not the ones that adopted it fastest. They're the ones that kept experienced human leaders in the room. That's you. Step 3 is perhaps the most important practical step in the framework, and it's deceptively simple. Practice personally first. AI anxiety is almost entirely about abstraction. We fear what we don't have direct experience of. The moment you use it yourself on something real, low stakes and personal, the abstraction collapses and you start to see it clearly for what it is. A tool with specific capabilities and specific limitations. Don't get me wrong. There's a very exciting thing about the amount of opportunity it brings too. But I don't mean go explore it and deploy it quickly across your organisation. I mean open it. Give it a real problem you're thinking through yourself. Ask it the hard question you've been circling around and see whether its thinking helps clarify your own. The goal of this step is to destroy the abstraction. Once you've used it enough to understand where it shines and where its reasoning falls flat, the authority flows back to you. Steps 4 and 5 are where the Empower framework becomes a practical toolkit. O is for operating smarter, and that's about building your personal AI stack, the specific tools, prompts, and workflows that extend your thinking without replacing it. It also includes the 5 questions I teach every executive I work with, the ones that expose transformation theatre faster than any technical due diligence. W here is for winning the room, and that's about taking that knowledge back into your leadership environment. How do you chair the AI conversation in the boardroom? How do you evaluate vendor proposals without pretending to be a technical expert, while still being the most strategically astute person in the conversation? The final 2 steps of Empower address the longer game. Enabling your people is about designing the human AI collaboration model for your team. Where does AI create space for better human work? Where does it risk removing the human layer that was actually protecting your organisation, actually responsible for your reputation? The output is a practical team AI enablement plan. Recalibrating continuously acknowledges something important. AI is moving super fast, and confidence isn't a destination, it's a practice. The final step builds the habits and learning rhythms that keep you current without requiring you to become an AI enthusiast. The 90-day recalibration cadence means you're never more than 3 months behind the conversation that matters. If there's one sentence that captures the entire Empower framework, this is it. You don't need to understand how AI works. You need to know what questions to ask. The executives who are doing this well right now are not the ones who understand the technical architecture. They're the ones who ask, what human oversight is built into this system? How does it fail gracefully? How does this serve human decision makers rather than replace them? What behaviour change is required for this to actually work? Those are leadership questions, not technology questions. And you already know how to ask leadership questions. The Empower framework is the methodology behind everything I offer through Make the Most of Today for executives navigating AI and digital transformation. If you're starting out, the free 5-module course, AI Confidence for Leaders, is the right first step. It's available now on the Mastermind Business Hub here at makethemostoftoday.com. It costs you nothing except an hour of your time. When you're ready to go deeper, the AI Confidence Accelerator is a structured 30-day program that takes you from anxious to capable. Your instincts got you to the top. They'll get you through this too. Make the most of today.